All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another lecture. Going to be going through a quick little ArcGIS Pro demo for everyone today. With that said, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. I will be going through a modified version of your third assignment. So go ahead if you don't already, open up ArcGIS Pro. Um, and then from here, we're going to click on map and just give it a name. There should be instructions in the document on how to actually name it. I'm going to go ahead and do GA demo. Choose a location wherever it's convenient for you guys. I have a folder within my documents folder for my projects. So click OK. It's going to create the project and go ahead and it'll open it up for you. From here, you guys should see a very similar layout to mine. You should see the map of the United States. And I'll go through and we'll talk about a couple of different tools that we're going to use. So first things first, let's go over to map right here and we're going to right click and then we're going to go down to properties and coordinate systems. We can see that we are using WGS 1984 Web Mercator for our current coordinate system, and this will come into play a little bit later in the actual assignment. Go ahead and exit out of that. From here, we're going to go to map, and then we have a couple of different tools here. So we'll take a look at this one first. We can actually change our base map. It gives us a bunch of different options for base maps. We'll deal with that a little later too, but wanted to go ahead and show you guys where it is. Now let's go over to the locate tool, which should pop up. Let me move my camera down a little bit for you guys. It should pop up a panel right over here for locating things, and we can go ahead and search up pretty much anywhere in the world. So I'm going to go ahead and search up, let's do Highmark Stadium for the Buffalo Bills. All right, so we have Highmark Stadium here pulled up, home of the Buffalo Bills, and we can use this down here to change how zoomed in or out we are. And there's also controls on your mouse. So you can use a scroll wheel to zoom in and out. From here, I'm going to go ahead and just copy these coordinates. Right click on the point and hit copy coordinates. So you guys will want to hold on and store those somewhere easy to access. It will come into play a little bit later as part of the assignment. Your locations are going to be different, so just keep that in mind. From here, we're going to zoom out a little bit, and we are going to go to Niagara Falls over here. We'll do this Niagara Falls State Park. Again, all of these locations are going to be different for you guys. And I'll copy these coordinates, go ahead and paste them down as well. And then I'm also I can convert them to any of these different conversions here. So I'll convert them to UTM, or Universal Transverse Mercator, that I went over in the last lecture. And then I'll paste those down as well. So from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to the Insert tab up here at the top, and we're going to go to Distance and Direction. So I'm going to punch in my coordinates for the Niagara Falls State Park that I just grabbed, and we are going to have to modify these a little bit. When you copy them down, they actually come in reverse order. And then because we are on the Western Hemisphere, we're going to need to add a negative in front of the 79.06. That'll be our starting point, the Niagara Falls State Park. And then for the ending point, we're going to do the same thing, paste those coordinates in from the first location we got, modify them so that they are in the correct order, and there is a negative. And then it will create a line for us, and there it is. There's our whole line. I'll go ahead and hit create line. And now it should be there in all of its glory. And we can see this distance here. So we have a distance of just shy of 42,000 meters, about 41,717. 41,717. You guys will need to do something similar in your homework assignment. So hopefully that all makes sense. Okay, so from here, we're going to once again use, we're going to use the Buffalo Bills Stadium. So let me grab those coordinates, paste them into my starting point this time instead of my ending location. And then for my ending point, oops, actually, I missed a step. So we're going to go back to map and we're going to go to locate again. And this time I want to look at something on, say, the Eastern Hemisphere. Let's take a look at the Colosseum. Doesn't look like I know how to spell. There we go. And I'm once again going to copy down these coordinates. I'll paste them, and now we can go back to the distance and direction. And I will paste in my coordinates. And this time, all we need to do is flip the coordinates. We don't need to add the negative. There we go. Okay. Now we should be able to see the line. And it is a whopping 7 million meters. Pretty cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and delete that line. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn off my distance and direction layer. And there is a, there's going to be a file folder that you can download from the, it'll be on my courses, it'll also be in the Google Drive. Now we're going to add some data. The data you'll be adding is from that file folder. For me, it is stored in my downloads, and you're just going to go ahead and highlight all 5 of these different layers. Now we can go ahead and we're going to click on Henrietta Roads, and we can right click on it and then do zoom to layer. Should pull us straight to the layer. From here, we can actually reorder these layers. So we want towns and villages, or towns underscore villages on the bottom. And then we can actually disable it because all it's doing is overlaying on top of the base map, so it's a little harder to make out. From here, I'm going to leave the rest of it up to you guys. Like I said, this is a pretty quick introduction to ArcGIS Pro, and in the next one, I'll dive deeper into it, hopefully. That's not going to be until likely week 3. You guys will need to, you will have to change the spatial reference. So like I showed at the beginning, right click on map, go down to properties, and then you'll need to change your coordinate system in order to give an analysis of how the layers react when you change the coordinate system. So that is going to do it for this one. Hopefully that was pretty straightforward and easy to understand. This assignment will reflect that 12 days to be able to do it. So do not worry. You guys will still have plenty of time to get this done. If you have trouble getting access to ArcGIS Pro or to a computer that can run ArcGIS Pro, let me know, and I will do my best to help you out and find something for you. With that said, good luck. Hopefully it's not too scary, and I will see you guys in the next one.